Hey guys, and welcome to GT Live. GT Live on a Monday night. Hope all of you are doing well and taking care of yourselves. Oh my gosh, we are in November. Halloween season has passed, and now comes the ambiguous time of year where no one knows if it's Christmas, because Christmas stuff is already popping up everywhere you look, or if we actually get a little bit more time to appreciate fall and all of the autumnal goodies that come with the season. I know I've already been thrown for a loop. I went into a store the other day, I think this weekend, and they were playing Christmas music at the top of November.
Wow.
And I know. And I was concerned because as most of you know, I participate in something called Whamageddon each year, which happens typically in December, right? Where if you hear Last Christmas by Wham, you're out. You're trying to get through as much of December as you can without hearing Last Christmas by Wham. Now, when I was younger, I played a version of this that had to do with the little drummer boy. But the more mainstream and the harder version is by far Whamageddon. I was concerned I was going to lose in preseason, okay? I didn't know if we were tailgating Whamageddon and this is what was happening, but I really thought that might be the case. I think we're safe though. I think we're fine. So I just wanted to release some of that energy into the air and get that cleared from my brain. All the inhibition, all the fear about losing Whamageddon yet again. I lost at a weird time last year, and I really want to see this year through to completion. Whamageddon goes December 1st, as soon as midnight hits, to 11:59 p.m. on Christmas Eve. If you get to 12 a.m. on Christmas Day and you haven't heard Wham, congrats, you won, and you can move forward and listen to Last Christmas as much as you'd like, but until then. So, hope all of you are doing well. We had a bit of a weird stream last Friday where I went back and revisited Security Breach. I was dressed up as John FNAF, and Tom actually joined me for a part of it. If you guys would like to see Tom and I go back in and keep on revisiting Security Breach, let us know. I've had a lot of fun having the other CDs here, the CDs, sorry, that's the music technology. The other hosts come in. When I joined Theorist, they were called CDs because they were like little creative masterminds going about and helping figure out theories and getting their minds thrown for a loop in the attic and writing on whiteboards and all that. So I'm used to calling them CDs, as in the ROM, because it's short for creative director. But you guys know them as the Theorists. So I should just say that. I'm sorry, I'm stuck in the past right now. I'm in Nostalgiaville. I'm in Last Whamageddonville right now. I don't know what's up with me. I think I'm going absolutely berserk right now. And I think I'm going to go even more berserk as we step in and analyze the Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 teaser trailer. This came out last week. It's not a very long one, my friends, but I know that y'all want to come over to GT Live, and as a community, we're going to pick this apart, see what we can find, and then head over to the Steam page, because I think there's additional images from the game that we can see and kind of piece some things together from there. So this shouldn't be a really long stream by any means. It's going to be short and sweet and absolutely theory-pilled. But yes, going back, all that to say, I've enjoyed having the other theorists here on the couch. If you'd like to see more of them, let me know. And that way I can use that as ammunition to bully them to come hang out with me, okay? I think they need to hear you and see you express that we need more theorist family time, okay? Thank you. Mwah. Here from the strange little cousin of the Theorist family, which is what I would call myself. I'm definitely their odd younger cousin, 110%. Hey, okay, here, let me justify myself. I, in my brain, went 5 steps forward, and I remember when Fisher was talking to me about cousin games, video games that your cousin has, where they're kind of big IP, but kind of not, but also really unpopular and kind of strange and specific. That's a game that, is kind of, how do you describe a cousin game? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's a game my cousin would have. No one buys cousin games. Cousins just inherit it.
Like a Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah. Now, in that case, I was owning cousin games. I think a lot of folks would consider Crash Bandicoot to be in the realm of cousin games, but I was the cousin in that regard. If you're trying to be the cool cousin, that's where I was trying to get to, then y'all should take advantage of what I've got going on right here. And I don't have anything else going on right here, but take my word for it, there's more coming, so be patient. But we released a collection, Theoryware did, in collaboration with Poppy Playtime. I am wearing this right now. Let me tell you, it is soft, it is comfortable, and a lot of y'all called out on last stream. We got Limon right here, right on the hood, and he's very puffy and squishy. And so, let me get my hair out of the way from the microphone. Wah! It's kind of like a fun little sensory thing. So it's soft, it's comfortable. You got your smiling critters up here, all this fun detailing here on the sleeve, and it's available on Theoryverse.store. Hit the link in the description below. Get yourself some fun Theory X Poppy Playtime merchandise. There is more. I don't have my hands on it yet, but there will be more showcasing in the future. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. It's cool. It's cool and fun. I don't know. I'm excited to have the little critters on my hoodie. It's also just very comfortable. I think this is a large, so it's a little oversized, but I like the color. It's a really nice kind of soft blue. It's just very cozy. I've been wearing this home after doing a bunch of GT Live tasks, and it's been causing situations because everyone's like, where's the hoodie? And it's like, it's at my residence. I'm so sorry. I'll bring it back when I have the chance. But yeah, super comfy, super cozy, and a bunch of other fun Smiling Critters merchandise for you, Annie, for you. So that's about that. On that. So without any further ado, my friends, we got the Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 teaser trailer. Bree, are there any fun chatters or moments or situations that we should call out before we hop into it?
Yeah, shout out to Fizzy Dormouse for the 10 gifted memberships on YouTube.
Fizzy Dormouse, let's absolutely go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right,
boop, boop.
Let's hop into the trailer.
All right, let's do it. All right, without any further ado, my friends, everyone's like, yes, I want to see the rest. I want to see the rest. Then go to the website. Go to the website, or be patient. And when the stuff gets to me, it's gonna be shown to you. So stay tuned. Over the next couple weeks of GT Live, and you might see it. Could be fun, could be cool, could be awesome. I don't know. Just saying. It's fun and it's cool and exciting. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, without any further ado, my friends, let's go from Poppy to Poppy and hop, skip, and pop. I meant to say on Poppy. I meant to do the joke on Pop. Gah! Let's pop, skip, and jump.
Oh, there we go.
Right into it. Yeah. All right. See, I got there. I promise you I did. All right. West64, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm a Poppy super fan. Hope to see you play Chapter 5. Well, I do sure hope that we get more information about when Chapter 5 is going to be here on the channel, because that would be really exciting. I hope we get a release date, but thank you so much, Wes. Appreciate it. All right. This is probably my favorite part of Poppy Playtime, this right here. So let's see more of that. Oh, and this is really short, so I'm actually going to go through and just watch this, and then we'll go back and go frame by frame. I just figure if it's only 44 seconds, then let's just do a clean reaction, and then we'll parse through. Okay. More medical stuff. Oh, hi, Braun. Okay. Oh, girl. Okay. Great. Cool. So let's now spend an hour and talk about all of that. Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right. So we start here. Actually, this quality is not where I want it to be. 720. Where am I? Outer space? Yeah. Thank you. Pristine. That's the kind of quality I need to see. I'm drinking decaf, by the way. in case y'all were worried for my heart health. All right, no palpitations here. Okay, let's see. So we've got, I noticed this art on the wall here, and as y'all might remember when we went through chapter 4, we saw a lot of wall art about the smiling critters and what they were going through, all of that all over the walls, and it had a lot of interesting little sentiments about it. There were some shriny areas regarding that. This seems to be more like official art that's on the wall, so it doesn't look like they went in and like doodled themselves, right? So we have Catnap here, and it's kind of cute. Like he's sort of framed in this light area, this reflection coming in from the door, which is kind of a cool feature, you know. Catnap's a very beloved character, so fun to bring light to him. Is that Yarnaby? Is that a little Yarnaby that we see right here?
Might be.
A little hard to say. Let's see. I would like to get closer, please. Quick super chat here from Sabri. Thank you so much. Weird question. Do you enjoy your floor time? November is basically pre-Christmas month. Also, I'm going to wish that hoodie. Do you deliver to Czechia? Well, thank you. I don't actually have that information. I think it would be available on the Theoryverse website, but I can poke around and ask and provide some additional confirmation in a later live stream once I get more of that. But that should be a thing available on the website. Don't quote me on that, but I would check there first just to see. I think there's also just like a FAQ point of contact that might be a little more helpful than me. But do I enjoy my floor time? Absolutely, I do. Absolutely, I do. Oh my gosh, Bree, do I? Do you know where I'm going with this?
I don't.
Okay, it would be a few hops, skips, and jumps from the idea of floor time. But I sent out, I can't reveal too much information. But I'm like sleeping on the ground.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Floor time for me is every single night. It's 8 hours of floor time nightly, y'all. Okay? Have I been bringing a different energy to this live stream? Yeah, it's because of the hardwood. All right? Yeah, I know. Yes, I am okay. Thank you, everyone. I am okay. I'm doing all right. I'm on the hunt for a mattress. That's all. I'm good. So and look, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, floor time's a little bit weird, but if you have the proper cushioning, yes, I know Poppy Playtime's right there, I'll get there. Bree's like, okay, full screen. Look, okay? Your back feels kind of good after doing it, okay? I'm sorry. If you hand pick your implements of cozy, right? Your blankets, your sleeping bags, your throws, like, you can get a nice situation going, right? All right. So, me and Chekhov, we've been kind of thriving, okay? Chekhov's my cat, if you don't know. He's crazy. Love him to death. He's crazy. But yeah, we've been having some floor time. It's been a hoot. And a half. So, yes, to answer your question, floor time is happening quite frequently. And even when it's not bedtime or floor time for me, it could be floor time, which is just like, woo, I'm on the floor. I need to not be seated on a chair right now. So I'm afraid of all the messages that have happened in chat since I said that. Floor bed is peak alpha energy. Thank you, Ash, from IKEA. If you're from IKEA, maybe let's have a conversation. You sell furniture, correct? I am not Ash from IKEA. I am Ash from anywhere but IKEA, I think. And no shade to IKEA. I just, if there's furniture that you can get my way, like call me, text me, send me some coupons or something like that. Yeah. Yes, we'll watch the trailer. I just want to call it Kickin' Chicken with $5. Thank you so much. Hey, Kickin' Chicken here. Nice to know you, Ash. I'm still waiting for an official TV contract from a broadcast company. You got it. I believe in you so hard. You got this. You know, I'm rooting for you. I'm manifesting. All right, I'll write down in my journal 10 times over. Got you. All right, let's do it. Let's keep on going. Sorry. All right, here. So, got catnap. I think that is Yarnaby. And again, this seems, more like official art. I don't know if this is some kind of like, if this is more of the experimentation area, because this feels very like hospital hallway to me. This feels very medical. Like you can even see with all these like bottles and the kind of utility carts here. It just feels weird. Feels weird. This is definitely more of an industrial or medical area. Is this lens? Is this just like the reflections on the floor and the wall? It kind of looks smudgy. So, I mean, obviously, as we've seen from everything through the Poppy Playtime games, nothing is really in great shape. I was just trying to ascertain if this was like a lens thing or what. But okay, let's see if there's, I want to see what else is on this first frame though. I'm not convinced that that's that. What's in this distance here? Is that like a little, is it like some kind of, like, not scooter, but like a loading cart, you know? It's kind of got these handles up here, and then it's just kind of like a flat, larger cart. It feels like it's more for like transporting things. I'm trying to make out what this top little beam is here too. But like these two, are these lights on the front? Or are those supposed to be like eyes and this is like a face? I guess I could kind of make out a happy face here, but I don't know. This feels like a little car, like a little buggy.
Yeah,
almost.
It does.
So, everyone's talking about the floor. Moon Lemon says it looks like a hospital hall. I completely agree. That's where I'm at. Like maybe the children's ward or something, just because of this art that we see here. I'm completely with you on that. Helen, I hope you're okay. As someone who's frequented hospital, this is 100% one. I hope you're all right. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Can we get any closer to that cart? That's a really interesting one. I might go back and see what it is, but I remember there was this one Poppy VHS tape that Matt watched. I think it was with Tom, and maybe this is the one that John was on the floor for, but it was involving the bigger bodies, and there was some kind of like cart. I feel like it was on like a track or something like that. That one of the bigger bodies was put onto and kind of moved out. So I don't know if this is a similar thing to that. That feels kind of stretchy, but I'm just trying to think about other little carts and buggies that might have been used or that we've seen over the course of this franchise, right? Because we think that Chapter 5 is going to be like the final entry. That's what we think, right? And I feel like that's been said in the past, but I don't know. They could throw a curveball at us.
They could.
For all I know. And then it's up to Chapter 72. Who knows? Go past Chapter 5, get to Chapter 6, 7. No one paid me, by the way. Gigi, thank you so much for the super chat. Did the FNAF Heyday FNAF 2 reboot video by Unwithered Truth appear on your radar, and are you considering reacting to it? Yes, it actually passed by my feed this weekend. I believe I know someone who did a little thing in that video, so I am considering reacting to it. If that's something of interest to y'all, do let me know. But thank you so much for your message. Really appreciate it. All right, cool. Let's do it. All right, so here we go. Whoa, I'm popular. All right, cool. Here we are. This is giving me, again, experimentation. This is giving me medical laboratory, perhaps. The cabinets are ajar, which is silly given they're empty. So I don't know who was reaching in there to get stuff, or it was all cleared in a hurry, you know? This feels like an interesting sort of detail. This is like a see-through cabinet situation. Some of them are left open. Is it just to look creepy? Is it just due to age and being left alone? Or was it looked through? Was it torn through a little bit to pull something out of? You know? Just weird things like that. This one in the center with the light on it and that one being the most ajar, I don't know. I feel like that could be something, right? We gotta analyze every single detail. Even if we sound entirely idiotic, like it's just what we have to do. So I'm questioning everything that I'm seeing. Let's see here. We got some blood. Oh, Fizzy Dormouse, thank you so much. I'm 33 today. Oh my gosh, is a congrats possible to send over here to Norway? Because I have to get to bed. It's 1:30 at night now. Oh, Fizzy Dormouse 92, happy 33rd birthday. Hope you over in Norway are absolutely thriving, and I hope you have a fantastic night's sleep. So, happy birthday from North Carolina, and thank you so much for being here, friend. Appreciate you. Whoop whoop. Chat, say happy birthday, please. Thank you. All right. Cool. All right. Let's see. I did not mean to do that. Blah. There we go. We got some blood kind of spattered all across the ground. So, I mean, on the wall too.
Yeah.
So, it's kind of giving mess. It's giving lack of professionalism or medical skill. And given what we know about bigger bodies, all the experimentation that's happened with the kids turning into these toys, are we really shocked? Are we really shocked? Like, you know what? I'm the same. The doctor, you know, I'm sure he's very skilled, okay? I'm sure he's very skilled. This is still crazy, you know? It's not, obviously some shenanigans were happening here, okay? A struggle, if you will. So, I'm trying to see what else is down here. I mean, like, it's a weirdly confined mess, you know? Like, the cabinets have been gone through, whatever. There's a spray bottle on the floor. Okay, fine. This stuff is all intact. This looks fine. I mean, this thing is a little crooked. I don't necessarily know what's going on there. This little apparatus is fun.
Right?
Check out this apparatus. Yellow, blue, two little buttons here, a whole row of little lights going on there. I don't really know what to make of these things. Do you know, Brie?
I don't know.
Okay. They kind of look like little locks, right? Like
I thought it was like a scale at first. But
oh, these are these numbers? I think these might be numbers here. Yeah, like little numbers beneath these, between these two little things. Huh. That's an interesting little mechanism. Wonder what that's about. I don't like is that a hole in the wall behind this? Do you see that?
Oh. Yeah, that was a shadow, but it could be.
Right, that's really dark though.
Yeah.
That kind of looks like a hole behind this machine, and this shelf. So I don't know exactly what's going on there. Marina, thank you so much for the one. Appreciate it. And Aiden as well. Aiden, thank you so much for $4.99. Very much appreciate you. All right. Let's see. Yeah, and like this little ball knocked over here. This looks okay. This is interesting. Are these drawers? I think they're drawers. Right?
Yeah, like some kind of storage.
Right? It's just like the white and the kind of like almost pinky. It looks pinky from my perspective, but it's really hard to tell with the shadow. Before I saw the handles, I was like, that kind of looks like a crib.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird and that's odd. I think it is some kind of strange cabinet, like drawer situation, dresser. I don't even know.
Also, Earthworm was thinking the same thing I was thinking. That does look like ketchup and mustard on the table. Okay, so
Sawyer, right? Mm-hmm. Here's my headcanon. Sawyer was making a hot dog. And, you know, look at this. There's like a little pump on the top of the mustard, right? Really easy to get on. This ketchup, though, look at that. Little squirt on the top, right? So what he's doing, he's tipping it upside down. He's shaking it like crazy. And then, as soon as you squeeze it, it goes everywhere, right? And then he's like, and he like kind of moves back in his chair, and it's just all over the ground, and some got on the side there. It's just a mess. And like the end of the fact of the matter is, he was trying to make a hot dog. Look what happened. Look what happened. Whew. And then we got a chair knocked over here in the front as well. It's just like some parts of this are really like well maintained and others are really messy. I don't know if there's a whole lot else we can really pull from here. Bree, is there anything that you're noticing?
Other than the ketchup and mustard,
yes.
Not really. Like,
right?
It just looks like, I know it's not paint, but a lot of these bottles are giving paint to me.
A lot of these bottles?
On the shelves. I know it can't be paint though.
I mean, they really love yellow.
Yeah.
They love yellow. So everyone's saying yummy ketchup, tasty ketchup. T give ye. I'm sorry if that was not TG Avai. I'm so sorry. The prototype needs to wash his hands, okay? Yeah, clearly. Lots going on with the ketchup. Sticky situation. So I left for 2 seconds and they're talking about hot dogs. Welcome back, your local Pan 13. Hope you're doing well. That is exactly what you need to expect from GT Live. So you're in the right place. All right. Let's see. Any more detailing on this well? Not really. I think we kind of got what we needed to get. Hydrogen peroxide, perhaps. All right. Okay. Now is where we start to dive in. Okay. This is where we start diving in. All right. Okay. Safety first. We got a little brawn here. What? Yes. Okay. Sorry. Got a little distracted.
What, a huggy wuggy hand? That's someone's hand.
Right? It's Huggy or Missy. Because, like, okay, there's more of this dry blood. Some of this is older than others.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, this is deeper blood. These are, like, lighter stains. So, clearly, a lot of experimentation has happened here and not a whole lot of care to fixing things up. All these scratches on the ground, too.
Yeah, was that
Look at all
catnap?
that. Right? Like, kind of resisting, not really wanting to go and do this sort of operation, right? No. Like signs of a struggle. Come on now. Safety first, kind of ironic in front of an operating table, blah, right? So I don't know what this deal is. And then there's more yellow up here. So part of me is like, is that just supposed to be a cloth where you're supposed to put your head or something? Or is this another glove? It just got torn up a whole bunch. But this is kind of odd, right? Because like we saw Kissy and like a little cast and everything, and she was in rough shape. But we also know that Huggy isn't in the greatest shape either, because of like, you know, falling to the ground and every blah blah blah. Chapter 1, and then when he comes back at the end of Chapter 4, like they're both feasible candidates, really. So I don't know what's going on there. I'm trying to get also the stains and what's happening here on this table. It looks kind of blood-stained. But like, there's a lot more of it that happened down here than what happened up there, right? So, kind of wild. So yeah, it's a little hard to say what's happening here, just because like, what is this shape, right? Like, is there just a really long finger? Like... Like, we know we have the Huggy hand, and then it just got stretched.
Maybe.
Stretched a good bit. So, a little hard to say. P-coin up here.
Good old P-coin.
Good old P-coin. P-coin rememberers, I hope you're out there. That was kind of nuts. Okay, so I don't fully know. Also, cable management, horrific. Down here. Oh my God, y'all. Come on. Get a little twisty tie or something. So yeah, could we assume that one of them was being operated on here? Getting worked on in some way? I don't know. Like, I feel like it could be it feels logical that it might be Huggy just because he was one of the last things we saw in Chapter 4 and presumably would be coming back in Chapter 5.
Yeah.
I don't know. That feels like it would make sense to me, but it's just like, why are they showing us this, right? And again, with this darker splattering, it tells me that this place, as much as it hasn't been, messed with in a hot minute, there's still some kind of usage going on here. So I don't know, because obviously, we got the doctor knocked out and we've been going through a bunch of different toys and such. I mean, is this like a prototype situation? Is that possible? Because I'm trying to think of who else is active at Playcare right now. Like who is in the vicinity to be doing all this? I don't know. I'm making the assumption that this might be more active because there is darker fluid stained atop of like older fluid. So maybe. It's just, this is a really interesting thing to show us in this context, right? So is there anything more in the background chat that we can see? I'm getting a lot of P-Coin in chat right now. Everyone's saying, welcome back, P-Coin. And thank you for the 5 from, it looks like Aria. Hello, I'm part of the official PPT staff team on their Discord. I hope you guys get to theorize on the Halloween artwork. Plenty of secrets there. Oh my gosh, well, how cool is that? Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah. I can tell you right now, I know that Tom's got his hands deep in all of the stuff that has been put out. So hang tight. We might check some things out later on in this stream. But I know it's been sending Tom into an absolute frenzy as he starts pulling more things together and ahead of the next game. So thank you so much for being here. That rules. That's so awesome. So I just wanted to let you know that too. Thanks for being here. All right. P-Coin. Yeah, I know. Susie, it's Susie's 3rd ever live stream. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm so excited that my voice cracked violently at the top of the phrase. Thank you. My gosh. Amazing. Thank you. All right. What else? What else is here? I don't know. Again, like, is this a catnap situation from all the scratches? Are we seeing like an accumulation of, maybe all the different bosses that we've fought this far, and we're kind of seeing little representations of them here? I don't know. That feels a little stretchy, just because the mommy situation is crazy. So I don't know if we would see that represented here. If you really wanted to like stretch, you could be like, oh well, mommy long legs and all the twisty bendies. You could be like, well, this is a representation of that. It's just really artsy. I don't know. But the yellow glove definitely seems to me to point to Huggy, or potentially a kissy situation. But I feel like it's Huggy based on the context we have from last time. Alice says hi. Thank you, Alice. Hi, Alice. Hi. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. All right. Incredible. All right. Let's see. Let's keep on trucking. What are these tools here? We got a little snippy. Kind of like almost looks like a razor, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
This looks like one of those like one blade razors, like what Josiah was praising in the Style Theory shaving episode, which I know is a weird thing to pull right now, but he was so enthusiastic about this. It's kind of like burned in my brain. This stuff, the goop. The goop. It reminds me of the kind of like the red gas and the kind of like molten looking material that we saw in the teasers for Chapter 4. We've also heard talks about like a kind of like gel or gelatinous substance as it relates to an experiment that we heard about in Chapter 2 regarding the rat. I believe that was in Ludwig's office. And we know that, in different concentrations, it might have a different effect versus how it affected the rat. So we might actually be seeing that finally come to fruition in a more complete way. I just didn't expect it to look so cool. This looks like a gradient that you would get on like your iPhone background. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm getting here. But I think it might be in relation to that. And then obviously we got Prototype back here looking like a little spider. It's a little frustrating that, our depth of field is so shallow and narrow here. So we can really only focus on the goo on this poppy gel. Yes, everyone's saying poppy gel in chat. Remnant, not quite, but close. Givanium, not sure about that. But let's see. Yes, okay, we got some theories coming in chat. Let me read some out loud to y'all right now. Trixie the Fox is not a fan of the ominous floor gel, and I think that's so understandable. I don't think you need to defend yourself at all. Let's see. Yeah, we got a lot of people saying poppy gel. We got a message from West64. Thank you again. My theory, goo is poppy gel we learned about in chapter 2. I assume that's a reference to the rat experiment. But yes, I think we're on the same page there. It has veins. In the Poppy Fortnite game, we learned that they had amniotic fluid. So I think it's fluid mixed with gel that's making the experiments alive. Whoa, pulling out the Poppy Fortnite lore and bringing that to the conversation. That is awesome, Wes. I think that is extremely, extremely possible. I want to know more about the Prototype's motivation throughout all of this, because we saw a lot in chapter 4, I'm going to be honest with y'all. But we've got a lot of the information about the Prototype's relationship with Poppy and the fact that there was a history there and kind of a weird thing going on, right? The Prototype is trying to get close to Poppy and work with Poppy. Poppy kind of wants nothing to do with it, so she's trying to get away. So what's the motive here? What's the full history? That's what we're trying to piece together. We're trying to get more of that information. So what is the Prototype's actual goal, right? Because we have the worship stuff going on. Okay, cool and fun, but what's tell me more about why you're pushing all of this forward, right? We got some information, but I feel like there's still a lot of ambiguity, and I hope that a lot of that comes to the surface during chapter 5. So if this is a means, as you suggest, Wes, about the gel mixed with the fluid, bringing the experiments to life and keeping them alive for the Prototype's own nefarious purpose, then cool, I could very much see that being a possibility, 110%. So thank you again, that was super awesome. We also got one from Crocodile 2077 with the 5, thank you so much. Recently, trademark names for chapter 5 were Chum Chompkins, Globy, Lily Lovebraids, Giblet? I don't know what this means or if it's important yet. That is some sleuthing, my friend. I would be so interested to see the actual source of that, right? Because I know that there's some publicly available records that you can get from trademarks and copyright and that sort of thing. So that's interesting and fun. It's been weird too, right? Because I'm sure some of y'all noticed a lot of what we've been seeing and hearing about chapter 5 is very focused on Poppy, right? We had the cover image of Poppy's skull, Poppy's head, in what looks like the hand of the Prototype, which is kind of different from what we've previously seen, where we see the big bad as the mascot or the representative of a chapter. We're not getting that with chapter 5. That's not what's happening, unless we're turning against Poppy, right? I don't know. Or we turn against both of them. I don't know. But all that to say, new character teasing has been very, very, very limited. Very limited. So it's a question of, well, are they trying to keep it all a surprise? To not build an expectation? Because what happened in the last couple games is that we'd have these new characters coming forward, then they last for a stage or a scene. And the audience would we'd be like, oh, this character that we've been so hype about, okay, Pianosaurus died immediately.
Yeah.
Right? So it might just be a different method of teasing out these characters, instead keeping them secret, keeping it all a fun surprise, rather than accidentally building up an expectation and then people want more from that character because they've developed a relationship with that character, and then we just see them die, So Could be that, could be true. I just think it's interesting that we haven't gotten a lot of that, but we still see some things about like the smiling critters or the nightmare critters and all that jazz. It's just interesting. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. And Bree, feel free if you see anything interesting in chat, feel free to just like tell me to pause and then like read stuff out too. Because I know I'm going kind of quick through all of this. I say 40-ish minutes into a stream where we're dissecting a 44-second trailer. But that's the gig, my friends. Also, check this out here. We've seen more of the art that was on the wall in the hallway, right? So this might be a continuation of, we're in a continuation of this facility, right? Whether it's like a hospital, a lab, where maybe children or orphans were taken when they were sick or about to be experimented on. And we saw some of these like experiment rooms and things in chapter 4, and I think bits and pieces of chapter 3 as well. So this might just be a larger vicinity than what we were aware of. Also, these paint cans, I don't know if this is like, maybe they were actively working on this and then, you know, things happened the way that they did, but I don't know. It's just, that's an interesting detail to include there as well. And then this. So this feels really suggestive of a lot of what we're going to be seeing, right? We have Poppy's cardboard cutout, and I have been obsessed with the cardboard cutouts in this game because it's so fun to hit the button and hear the little voice line, and the art style of all of them is very, very cute. Poppy's is deliberately unfired and covered in the goop. It's covered in the gel, all right? And then, if this was like children screaming, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's something glitched there too.
Oh, 100. Oh, trust me. We'll get there. We'll get there. No. Let me go back. I'll get your frame perfect thing. So we're seeing her burn. This feels like a kind of like a site set up by the prototype. Is that crazy?
No.
I feel like the prototype specifically set this up. This might be like a revenge plot at this point, right?
Yeah.
And also just the excess of gel and goo, right? Because we know that Poppy was like among the first of these experiments. And so if this is what is like helping power or like keep her alive in this like, you know, in all the pursuit of youth and just like eternal life.
Shout out to Slinky in the chat. They said to check the captions, like to see if there's closed captions on this.
Great call. Thank you, Slinky. The captions are unavailable for this video. I try to have them on by default, but it is grayed out, so they don't want you to know what's being said. They want you to figure it out. So we gotta listen closely and figure it out for ourselves. Mob, the little tricksters they are. But thank you so much. Thank you for calling that out. Appreciate it. I just feel like the excess of this gel, right? It feels like with Poppy, this is really, really significant, right? She is one of the major mascots. And again, one of the most successful first experiments regarding Playtime, right? So it feels really vengeful. She's absolutely the target. I'm just also trying to get a sense of these structures on the wall are weird. Yeah. This is what I want to call out. Sure, there's goop on the floor. We put the goop on the floor. We stuck Poppy in the goop. This thing is keeping you alive? Cool. Let's light it all on fire. And we're burning this and the symbolism of all of this with all the experiments. We're burning all of it down, right? It's literal, but it's also, the gel could be representing all of the experimentation that has gone into and is behind. Bless you.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. Good. Everyone chat say bless you, Bree. Chat, say bless you. All right, be polite. Be polite. Thank you all. All right, cool. So it could be all of that burning down, whether that's representative of the end, if this is the final installment or what. But just this is it's a very charged setup, right? Coming out of the vents, like almost like little arms, right? Like even up here, they kind of look like little hands. I don't think they are, but like it looks like little arms and hands like crawling out and creeping up the wall. Just kind of interesting, right? So I don't exactly know what's going on there, but like they're very specific structures. It's very different from the globs and little mounds that are happening in the center. It's like reaching out.
Like mommy long legs?
Like it could be like mommy long legs. It could just be like, I don't know. You know how like fungus makes like a little network kind of thing? It could be something like that, like a root system. I don't know. It's just like, this is such a specific design choice. What does that mean? Fish Rock with $1.99. Thank you so much. GT Live while I develop film. Heck yeah, dude. Awesome. Develop that film. I hope it's a cool experience. I've always wanted to do that, like manually. I don't know. I've put in like Kodak reels back in the day, but like that's awesome. Thank you. Thanks for letting me know. That's super cool. Thank you, everyone. All right. Everyone's saying bless you, Bree.
Y'all ran a poll.
Why concourse? Yeah, everyone's saying, we're kind of saying the same thing, right? Is it some kind of growth? It kind of looks like fungus. Like what's going on here, right? Melted mommy long legs. Moon Lemon, maybe Poppy betrayed the people who are screaming and that's why she's burning. That, maybe. It just like, again, like this feels, it's a very deliberate setup and it feels really charged, right? Like the fact that all of this is burning together and we know that like, you know, Poppy's kind of mission of like, we have to destroy all this. And now she's getting destroyed with it. It could be representative of like her mission too, right? There's a lot of ways you could interpret this, but yeah, it's deliberate. It's very deliberate, but this is weird. This is just very odd and strange. So chat, I'd be curious as to what your interpretations are of this. And also, thank you for your tolerance of me just spewing nonsense live on the live stream, sipping some decaf. It's almost 8 p.m., but here we are. This is what we do. Woo! All right. So, let's get to the goods.
Oh,
get a load of this. Do you recognize this big thing? I think, okay, this is like an eye, right? You're kind of seeing like the outline of like the nose here, the bottom of the nose. Then we're seeing some red up here. Chat, is this Poppy's head? Like a really weird distorted overlaid version of the head? Because at first I saw this and I was like, okay, is this like bone? Is this like a big mouth and someone's going, wah? But like, the red here gives me pause. It gives me pause. I'm like, is that, because like, I don't know. It looks like it, gas masks. Okay. Yeah, we're seeing it. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. Yes, great. Thank you, chat. Let's go. So let's read what's going on here. This is fun. I love live reacting. It's the best.
Yeah.
Everyone, either we're all like, yeah, this is okay, yeah, we're putting this together, or chat's like, what are you on? And there's no nuance. It's always one or the other, but it's so fun. Okay, let's check it out. A needle pulls a thread. The body writhes on the table. Is this it? Is this life? Footsteps echo off the manor floors. What do I do now? Where do I belong? The eyes glued to the screen. Transformation and rebirth. You think you know what he wants? You don't know. I assume this is anything. You don't know anything. Not yet. Is that... Wait, hold on. You get one frame. That's it. What is happening up here? What a weirdly specific pattern. What?
Right?
That's odd. Okay, hold on. A needle pulls a thread. The body writhes on the table. Is this it? Is this life? Footsteps echo off the manor floors. What do I do now? Where do I belong? The eyes glued to the screen. Transformation and rebirth. You think you know what he wants. You don't know anything. Not yet. A needle pulls a thread. the body writhes on the table. Okay, so kind of like stitching up, right? If we're doing these experiments, if we are, here, orphan, become toy. Stitch it up, body writhes on the table. Is this it? Is this life? Is it alive? Did this work? Footsteps echo off the manor floors. What do I do now? Where do I belong? I could see this being the, whoever is initiating or performing this experiment, right? Echo off the manor floors, presumably someone very wealthy. Could be like a Ludwig, a late Ludwig situation. What do I do now? Where do I belong? Or is that like the perspective of I don't think it'd be the perspective of whoever's getting experimented on. I mean, very heavily implies Poppy, but like blah. It could also be from the perspective of, like, where do I belong? Did I do something massively unethical? Will I get punished? Like, where do I belong? Do I belong down under for this? Like, it's a weird way to put it. Where do I belong? Where do I belong? Could be, should I be like hidden away? Like, am I, where am I going after I pass? Transformation and rebirth. It just makes me think about like, it feels like we're very much leaning into life and death here. The eyes glued to the screen. Transformation and rebirth. Transforming into a toy. Rebirth as a toy, right? You think you know what he wants? You don't know anything. Not yet. Present tense makes me think that this is, someone who is alive or still active within this. Are these separate? Because, like, you can even see the screen is kind of artificially torn in half, right? You have a lot of these artifacts that are happening underneath this line where we see the kind of stretching down here, some more of this pixelation happening here, but it's kind of like a clear understanding of what's happening up here. This is all, like, yes, it's an overlaid image of presumably Poppy's head over the image of her burning. And then you see a very distorted version down here. And even the text starts to get wonkier. You can barely see it in some areas. You think you know what he wants? You don't know anything. Not yet. So this might not even be about the same situation or from the same perspective. You think you know what he wants? You don't know anything. Not yet. Like, sure, you could point fingers at, like, is that like a Ludwig Pierre kind of thing? Or is that about the prototype? The character we've been trying to learn more about this entire time. Feel like either could be true. It's just like, if this up here is the beginning, and this is what's happening in chapter 5, it's just that I see that if this is, it's only one frame, y'all. You get one frame to dissect this, and therefore we have to take everything on this frame very, and really take into account all the detail and the nuance, because this is the one image that they want to get across. And so it was designed very deliberately of like, and this is what we're showing you, where there's not glitches happening over this text over the course of multiple frames. It's this specific one. So we need to really parse this image through. So that's what I'm getting from it, right? To me, this feels like the beginning, and this feels like the now. What's chat saying, Bree?
Let's see. Captain Wee Woo says, I think there is more text in this image.
Do you?
Let's see.
Whoa.
Are the lines a barcode?
Oh, wait. Hold on, chat. This kind of looks like an H. This kind of looks, it's like, there's a bar up here. This could be another letter. Are y'all saying that these might be like letters that are stretched? Is that a possibility? Because I see that more here, but like these ones are really difficult to kind of isolate as letters, Interesting. Huh. What else are you seeing?
Let me see. Count the toes.
Count the toes.
There's something in the eyes. Zoom in on the eye.
This?
I think so.
This here? Is that what we're talking about? Because we're seeing the remnants of the image here, right? We have these same blobs of what's kind of emerging and growing through the vents. And then this is weird. This is a zoomed up image of Poppy in flames. That's zoomed in. And then it breaks here. And this is a continuation. These lines are a shrunken down version. Yeah, it's literally this frame shrunken down.
Oh.
So if there's anything hidden here, we're probably going to see it in this frame, right? So let's see. We can see little bits of the flame still peeking through because they're cut out from this image here, right? So, I don't know, chat. What else are you seeing?
So chat's saying that there might be a QR code somewhere.
Oh, do y'all mean like, because this could be the corner of a code and then there's like this stuff going on here? Is that the meaning? Because I don't know. I feel like we need the full thing in order to scan it. Unless there's a tiny QR code hidden somewhere, in which case let me know and we can look into it and see what's going on. But
here, I'll see if anything pops up on my phone.
Yeah, go for it. Here, let's see what's going on. It's Purple Guy. Thank you, Dan Seibert. Thank you, Dan Seibert. Very cool. It looks like it says help. Yes, remnant. Thank you all. It's like HEL. A little bit hard to see the P, respectfully. So I'm not sure, but I absolutely see the H. And I can even see a bit of the E, you know. What is this, a QR code for ants? Thank you, Serif Phony. Awesome. Here. Chat, load, please. W. Dan Seibert. The lines are stretched words. Yeah, I'm wondering that, y'all, you know? Because, like, here, it would be, it's really obscured by any kind of pixelation, but I see the H, I just don't, we can't really make out what else is happening here. So, help us out, maybe, says Moon Lemon. Help. Bree, I know you're closer to the screen than I am. Mm-hmm. Are you seeing any kind of like letter formation in these? Because I can't. But I'm wondering if I just need like advice on where to look. Yeah. Because sometimes the eyes play tricks on you, but
I'm not seeing it.
Okay.
Like, I'm not even seeing like the H and the E that people are talking about.
Okay, here. The H.
Oh,
is that.
Okay, I see that.
The E, it kind of looks like it might be here because you have this popping out and then there's like a little thing happening here.
Okay.
Could be something like that. There's like an L that breaks through here. This.
Okay.
The P I can't get. And like, you know how sometimes like psychologically, it happens when you are listening to like, you know, let's say a song, you're listening to it backwards and someone says, oh, it says this message. And then you listen to it and you're like, yeah, it does say that. But if you weren't given those words, then you would listen to the song backwards and you would hear mumbly nonsense, right? Like psychologically, if we're told to look for something, it's going to be easier to hear or see that thing. So we just want to make sure that if it's there, it's like a deliberate choice and not us really trying to see if we can find it in this, right? Like, I definitely see the H and the E. I'm just not sure. I don't know if I'm squinting too hard when it comes to the L that's right here. I don't know. So I just want to be sure of that, right? Like, I don't want to look into it too hard and then say, like, oh, it's definitely this when I'm actually just trying to make it say something with my head. But I don't know. I don't know. What else is standing out to you, Bree?
I don't know.
Okay. So that brings us to 5. Oh, is there anything in that glitch? Let's see. Nope, it just melts to the ground. This is a fun woo, though. That is very fun. Okay. Cool. So that is the teaser trailer. We have analyzed that for the hour. So here, I'm going to switch over to the Steam page really quick, and let's take a look at some of the images that we have here before we call it a day. So here's what we got going on. The first screenshot here. Oh, Bree, what do you notice?
Oh.
What do you notice?
I noticed a couple things.
Tell me.
I noticed Huggy's hand is gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
We got a closer shot of the images on the wall.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Hi, CB. Hello. Oh, my God.
Back from the dead.
Wow. Okay.
So this must be how the game starts, because the last chapter ended when Huggy was banging on the door.
Ooh. Yeah. Are we about to get chased by Huggy in like a really calm way?
Maybe.
Because it looked like we were trying to evade Huggy. He's just kind of walking around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Clueless says, what if he's nice? I have to agree. What if he's nice? What if he's nice? The toes. The 5 is the doctor. Is Huggy hand in that one frame with the table? Yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking. That could be true. Oh, no. Oh, gosh. All right, Huggy is not happy anymore. Count the toes, y'all. Y'all, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 toes. 1, 2, probably 3, 4. Toes. Stop saying wrong, okay? I can count. Chat, you cannot fix him, says Sweet Pea. You know what? Yeah. Yeah, Sweet Pea, you tell him, all right? All right? We gotta reset expectation here, okay? Okay, come on now. All right. So yeah, this is definitely the area that we started out in. Even like these little crates back here are the same. Another one of these, I guess this is more of like a utility, like dolly cart here.
Yeah.
I was trying to see if that was anything different or interesting. More of this art again. It's everywhere. Why is it up in the tube? That's a random place to put very specific art, especially a repeating pattern that like typically denotes, oh, you're in a specific hallway, you're in a specific zone. Get in the tube. What? Okay, fine. Presumably some kind of like loading dock happening here. Kind of like a porta potty. It looks like it's coming down from the sky. So don't ask me what the deal is with that. Maybe we need to count our toes, said Flutterby. Oh, someone says, what? Bree, can you switch it back to full real quick? Thank you. Okay. Here, one sec. Okay, here we are. Back. I also wanted to call out, someone said it in chat, I wanted to go back. This is a beat up Huggy. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's like a bandage situation happening here around the neck, or what he's got where his hand should be. But yeah, this could be a patchwork Huggy, you know? So I don't know. It looks like someone tried to put him back together, but it's a little hard to say. I hope he's nice. It'd be fun. Though we do have the shooty hand out here. So that doesn't bode well for our friend. But I don't know. This could still be a, oh, he's nice encounter, but like we are holding a weapon up to him. So I don't know. Over here. Okay. Chat. I think something happened. That's a joke. That was a joke. Yeah, clearly some destruction went down. Okay. I don't know if this was of Huggy's doing or if this is a prototype kind of thing, but this is obviously some kind of like ramp that we might be going up into. Crawling into this situation and
this
this
is
stuff.
Near where the safe haven got destroyed. Because remember, we were hiding under something.
We
with
were.
Kissy and Poppy.
We were. That'd be an interesting thought. If it was by the safe haven.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of like the ruins around that area. That'd be sad. That'd be upsetting to see.
I know.
Huh. P-coin. Chat, P-coin. P-coin. Red glow down here. I don't know. This could be some of that red substance we were seeing in chapter 4 a whole lot, because we know that that was like underground and submerged in a way. So it wouldn't be uncalled for it to be like underneath some kind of walking area and then exposed because of the explosion or some kind of violence or damage. So that could very much be the case. It seems like we just have a cool interior shot here. Oh my God. I mean, this feels like just interesting scenes that we're going to have to walk through, right? Like, this is just so mangled.
Yeah.
It's so torn up. I don't even know where to begin with where this could have taken place. But yeah, we're just going through literally ruins.
Mm-hmm.
Literally ruins of what this place was. Is this some kind of stage area? Like, these look like set flats.
Yeah, they do.
Like a backstage kind of thing. Hey, come back. Hey. Thank you. What is this? Like, that's so jarring. We go from so much rubble and destruction. This almost looks like a galactic spaceship that exploded.
Mm-hmm.
To this? What does that mean?
Yeah.
That's just odd. That's really, really odd.
Why would they have that?
Like, it does feel kind of theatrical. Like, this is kind of like a set tree. I don't know. Is this some kind of like... I don't know. That's really unclear. All right, y'all. We've got a lot of stuff to think about.
Yeah. Is there a description for this yet?
All right. Face off against the deadly puppet master behind the horrifying events of Playtime Co. In the latest terrifying chapter of the Poppy Playtime saga, you are propelled further into the gruesome depths of the factory, with Playtime's security system Huggy Wuggy in hot pursuit. So he presumably will be chasing us. Abandoned by your only allies. Poppy. Wow. Your fight for survival gets all the more challenging as you race further into the abyss. That is his domain. His referring to more than likely the prototype. And again, with like the worship and the following, it makes sense that his would be capitalized because that's similar to that sort of like worship, like imagery and writing, right? Here shadows whisper, and the puppet master who lords over this realm pulls the strings of madness. Can you stand against evil and finally put an end to this nightmare? Every bloody move forward will test your resolve as you uncover secrets years in the making. So this feels like the explosion of it all, right? It's kind of teasing out that we're going to get a lot of answers about Playtime. Features. Stomach-churning terrors await you in this new section of the factory as you uncover the dark works hidden within the prototype stomping grounds. Cool. In this chilling new layer of the Playtime facility, you will encounter the tortured denizens. Whoa! Living in the darkness. They may aid you in your quest to defeat the prototype, but can they be trusted? That might be, one of our lovely chatters put the names of some additionally trademarked characters. That could be who we're foreshadowing here.
Yeah.
Potentially. Solve devious puzzles and overcome dangerous environmental obstacles with the power of new grab pack tools and functionality. As you reach the true rotten heart at the center of Playtime, you will discover some of the company's gravest sins. Will you escape this new realm of shadows with your sanity intact, or will you succumb to the horrors within? That is for us to find out when Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 does release, my friends. And whenever it does, you can bet that you will see it here on the GT Live channel. Thank you all so much for being here. Let me know what you thought. Any other additional theories or concepts of theory or clues you have, feel free to throw them in the comments. Throw them in the comments, and, I'll pass them along to Tom, see if there's any other thought about what's going on here. Be sure to hit the link in the description below. Head over to the Theoryverse store and get yourself some Poppy Playtime Theoryware merch. This stuff is awesome and so comfy, and you can bet your bum I'm going to wear it home again when I sleep on the floor, and it's going to be awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, Bree, for being incredible as always, and really, kind of bringing your theorizing best to the table in the past few weeks.
I'm trying.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. W Breeze in chat before we go. And thank you all again as well. Remember, my friends, this sure was a live stream for you. See ya.